What's up, everybody? Yeah, we back. Got a new helper. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond Collecting Clips. This is a podcast where I share life experiences with you and everything. You do this while you listen, as you work, play, doing whatever you want to do. And yeah, we got a new friend, Skidmark. Say, Skidmark, welcome. Say hi to everybody. Hi. Anyway, yeah, we got a new buddy, and I'll tell you the story as we go along with this. So sit back, relax, enjoy the podcast. So yeah, here we go. Yeah, so she didn't want to be in the video. She did not like it. But anyway, yeah, this is just a podcast of me telling life experiences. And yes, I got a new buddy, as you saw in this beginning of the podcast, and I'm gonna talk about it with you. And there's something for you to listen to while you work, doing whatever you're doing, cleaning houses, whatever you're doing. Something for you to listen to in the background. Me getting a cat, that is a story, let me tell you. When I was a kid, I was always a dog guy. Loved my dogs. And I still have a dog, Bo, but never really got interested in cats. Never. I always thought me being on the farm, the cats was only good for one thing, and that was keeping mice out of the barn and houses, and that was their main priority. And dogs were working cattle and being a work dog, not pets. Of course, in time, we all know they turn into pets, but never was the kind that get care for cats. I mean, my wife was, and when me and my wife first got married, she asked about a cat. I said, "Yeah, you can have all the cats you want in the barn. I don't want to see them." She talked me into getting a cat to put on the porch to keep mice away. And well, that only lasted a few short days. We got one, and I was coming in. The cat ran out and never be seen again. So she didn't want to be a porch cat. But never really was really a cat person. I didn't think I'd ever will be. Dogs were it, man. I always thought of Lassies growing up that they're gonna be right by my side, and Bo pretty much is when I let them. But cats, I always thought that they were really bad pets. All you cat people out there, don't kill me just yet, because I start watching the show Fear of the Walking Dead. And don't ask me. Well, okay, let's go a little bit further than that. Let's go back further. Jumping ahead a little bit. My daughter, I think she turned a junior in high school, and she wanted a cat in-house as a pet. And I want you all to think I had already had a dog in the house. I'm like, man, this is not going to be good. We're going to walk in one day and there's going to be blood everywhere. Bo decided to have a kitty snack, but I thought about it. My daughter kept pushing me and pushing me and pushing me and saying, please let me have a cat. I go, well, all right. Well, need to teach her some responsibility, raising a pet, having something that she has to do, take care of it every day. I gave in. At first, I didn't really care much for it. I didn't mess with it very much. She did. I told her, keep it in your room, save it from Bo, and you take care of it. Well, the thing is, I started playing with it a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. I saved it from Bo a couple times. Bo, he's just trying to play with it, run and chase it, and then all he do is put his paws on it and pin it to the ground, and you'll hear the cat going hissing, and would say tell Bo get off of her and all that stuff. But her name is Shadow. My daughter's cat's name is Shadow, and I grew to kind of like this cat. She has an attitude, and I like personalities. The reason why I got Bo because of his personality. The guy that I got the dog from had an ad on Facebook saying, "This one keeps knocking over the water bowl." I said, "That's the dog I want." Got it. And then Shadow, we rescued her. She was in the people who posted them found these kittens in a box on the side of the road. Someone just dropped them off there to die. And so my daughter got one of those, and we had to, I think, feed it from we call little eye drop things, because she wasn't able to. I mean, she was still supposed to, kittens were still supposed to be on the nursing from the mother, and the mother was not there. It was just a box of kittens. I don't know if the mother ran off or got killed, and they didn't know how to care for them, but they just left them on the side of the road. So my daughter got one of them, and we had to, feed it through a thing, and nurture it back. It was nothing but skin and bone. It was an awful looking cat. I said, I don't know if this is going to work, Haley. We may not be able to save this one. She was determined enough where she saved it. And Shadow is now flourishing. She's a big cat now. And I felt I liked it. I like petting Shadow and holding her and stuff. Even though she doesn't like to be held or cuddled. She'll growl. She wants down on the floor and roam and play around. She doesn't want to be held or cuddled or whatever, what you do. Darndest thing to me. But then I get watching Fear of the Walking Dead. Now we'll go pick that up and get to a certain part in the show. I'm not going to give it away because some people may not watch it, but there's a cat called Skidmark. And I just fell in love with that name for some reason. It tickled me. And me and my daughter were sitting there watching. I looked over at us. I want me a little kitten. Haley goes, "What? You don't want no kitten." And I said, "Yeah, I do. I want Skidmark. I want a Skidmark. I want to name one Skidmark, and she can be my little buddy." Haley's looking at me kind of funny, and my wife is like, "You don't want a cat." I do. Don't question me. Just, yes, I do. Finally, we found one, and the kitten, and I went and got her and named her Skidmark. You saw her at the beginning of this podcast. She's my little buddy. I hold her every night. We play with it. I play with it. She'll chase my fingers around, and I got this little toy that I bounce in front of her, and she'll try to grab it. So cute. And I would never thought or dreamed that I would be a cat person. Well, look and behold. Look at me go. I'm a cat person now. I let her get in my Lego room, my studio here, and let her. She does good until she gets bored, and she wants to crawl over my shelves, and I got to get over that, but I can't right now, so I said, "No, can't be in here yet." So we're learning each other's do's and don'ts. But, she's so little right now, it's so fun. She is a baby, and she is a cutie, and I enjoy the heck out of her. So yeah, you can call me a cat person now. I still love my dog. At first I thought they were going to not get along. And Shadow, that was a trick, because we introduced the Skidmark and the Shadow, and boy, Shadow kind of hissed at her. And of course, Skidmark backs up a little bit, hikes her back, and we picked up Shadow, separated them. We introduced her to Bo, and Bo just went to go sniff at her, and she backed up, claws out, hissing at him. He just turns his head at her, like, "What do you think you're going to do to me?" But they're now getting along. They're touching noses. What I guess that means something in the cat world. I don't know. But and Bo is accepting her, and he's kind of being gentle and kind of sniffing at her, and she's sniffing at him. They're getting acquainted. I bought a pet playpen to put the kitten in for her to get on the same level as the other animals. Maybe they can acclimate each other. And I think it worked because we let her out now, and she kind of runs, and Shadow just kind of she'll sniff at her and walk like she don't even care. Bo Bo is a guardian. He thinks he's the babysitter of the bunch. He's got to know where everybody is. That's always been Bo's motive. He has to know where everybody is in the house, and he'll go looking for them. Skidmark go to the kitchen. You'll see Bo get up and walk in the kitchen, just keeping an eye on her. She walks back. He just looks at her. And he's got to know where everybody's at. That's his motive. So that's kind of cute. But so far, no attacks. Nothing bad has happened. But yeah, I just wanted to share that little story with you today. Tell you I'm not really a cat person. I know this podcast is short today, and I do apologize. I am very under the weather today. But this being Tuesday and this comes out tomorrow, I had to get it done. So, guys, I hope you enjoy it. Like I say, always be somebody's darkest cloud. A little hello from you could brighten their day and all that good stuff. And open the door for somebody. Treat them well. But guys, until the next one, take care.